Welcome to Joe T. Robinson's 2020 graduation. I'm Mackenzie Frederick, your 2020 senior class president. A lot of people are expecting me to get on here and be inspiring and uplifting, but the truth is, this year wasn't great. We went through 4 years of high school just to get the best part of high school taken away from us. We lost our prom, our graduation, our last week. We lost the chance to say goodbye to our teachers, our coaches, and our friends. We lost a chance to walk the halls one last time and to compete for one last state title. And after all that loss, we lost another friend. As some of you know, we lost two very amazing and special people from the class of 2020. Today, our friends Tyler Terrell and Kyron Wilbert are walking with us and will walk with us in our hearts for the rest of our lives. We miss you and love you forever. For the people who don't know, when I was running for class president, I told my fellow classmates that they were like 2020 vision. Perfect. I still believe that is true, because look at us, we're pretty sexy. But what I also believe is our year has perfect vision to a complex world. Our class was shown what our generation needs to change and what our generation needs to fix for our kids and our kids' kids. I can't tell you if it gets better in the future, but what I can tell you is we have to be better. Because we are the next doctors that will find the cures for the next viruses. We are the next cops that will fix the system that is so broken today. We are the future government that will create new and better ways for life. We are the future teachers, educating the next generation on past generations' mistakes. We are the future. I love you guys and I wish you guys the best.
Good afternoon, Board of Directors, faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course the class of 2020. Today is an exciting day, marks the end of one chapter in our lives at the beginning of another. My name is Shel Sharabachi and I am here to address you as best I can. 1,375 days ago, we all walked into a new territory called high school, but we are not the same people walking out. I like to think of history as a tunnel that connects the events of the past to the present and sheds light to the uncertainty of the future. Our history. Freshman year was a puzzle filled with questions like where's my class, how am I going to fit in, or who do I hang out with? And by the time freshman year is over, the puzzle is almost complete, but still has a long way to go. Sophomore year was kind of a blur. Now you know how to navigate high school, but there's nothing much going on. You're no longer the new faces. Oh, it's junior year. You'll find your upperclassmen entitled to a lot more power to influence the school, becoming more of a leader than a follower. There are more AP classes and less acquired sleep. There were countless of times something got difficult and only continued to grow in its level of difficulty. But this is where your puzzle is almost done. Now the sweetest yet hardest part to reach, senior year. If you had set your puzzle somewhat right, this is where it all finishes. Most of us didn't even have a fifth period. Coming to school was a struggle. It always had been a pain, but I'm sure you understand. College applications start rolling in, and so too the dreadful essays. A lot of no's, a lot of maybes, a couple yeses, but the choice is left to you. This is easily the biggest turning point in our young adult life. For many, graduation marks the switch from childhood to adulthood, but for us, it is completely different. Our switch happened in March. When we left our classes for the last time, we went home and learned we wouldn't be coming back. While it was thrilling, it also meant that the moment we had been waiting for a long time had been yanked away from us and put into a state of uncertainty. Thrown off balance by the pandemic, we were able to regain our footing, and I do believe it was Robinson and the tight bonds we shared that allowed us to persevere and persist through it all. Your puzzle is finally complete. It is now time to say goodbye to high school and throw that raggedy puzzle away. And to my teachers, I respect you immensely because you picked something and you picked to help us. It's because of people like you who make people like me work harder. It's because of people like you who get to school early and prepare for students and stay a bit after to help those who need you to, and then go to the games afterwards to support the same students. It's because of people like you who look for the beauty in the process and the challenge. It's because of people like you who recognize what your students can accomplish rather than what they can't. It's because of people like you that every single one of us is here today, and I'm sure I speak for the class of 2020 when I say thank you. And then our parents who raised us and taught us to never give up or give in to our weaknesses, and gave it their all for the last 18 years. Thank you, because all your hard work is finally paid off. And the beautiful greens you're sporting today as an acknowledgement because you have done the scary thing called life and gotten us through it too. And now our seniors listening to me. We're through, afflicted, and overwhelmed with senioritis. Here we are done with high school, and as Charles Dickens put it, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This year alone has been a roller coaster, and I'm sure I can speak for all of you when I say it wasn't what we expected. But now we are through with the stress of AP and ACT testing and still hold the banner of the most attractive class ever. It has been the result of our ambition to do our personal best, persist and persevere that has us all seated here today. To work as individuals and as a team, our hard work has finally paid off. But it's often said, every end is a new beginning. As we go on to what lies next, whether it be college, the armed forces, workforce, or whatever else we have coming our way, my message to you, my peers and friends, is to remain strong, keep persistent, innovate, explore, learn, and make the most of your dreams. Most of all, never forget where you came from. So many stories have been written and everyone's story is different. Your story is worth telling because it is challenging and beautiful and inspiring. None of us were meant to be common. We were born to become standing across space and time, leaving our marks as we crash into everything. Let this day be a reminder that something great happened here today. A few years from now, we are going to look back and talk about accomplishments and all the ridiculous things we've had to do and endure. We'll laugh about the things we said and the stories we wrote along the way. We'll reminisce about the relationships we built and the laughter we shared. So my parting words to the people I have grown up with for the past 2 years are these. There will be so many no's you'll fail so many times, but do not fear failing. 100 doors will be shut in your face and someone telling you thank you for your application, but we have chosen a different candidate for this position. But just like the college decision letter also stated, you will get a few yeses. Those will congratulate you on your acceptance, and a yes that by God's grace you do not prematurely destroy. It is okay to not be okay all the time. It is even better to be different. Go out into the world, achieve your dreams, whatever they may be, and mount your legacies onto the hearts of the people you come across, as you did at RHS. Keep in mind that the people we look up to and aspire to be like started their life from somewhere just as one of you and me. 1,375 days ago, we all walked into a new territory called high school, but we are not the same people walking out. Thank you for helping me write my story, but most importantly, I love being a part of yours. Class of 2020, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Emma Kathleen Connor. It is an honor to stand here on your viewing screen as your valedictorian. I would like to thank God for blessing me with every opportunity I have been given and placing me in a school that quickly became my second family in the 6th grade. Also, my parents and my family for being my biggest supporters and helping me get to where I am today. My friends for encouraging me each day, and all of my teachers for being dedicated to seeing their students succeed. It is crazy to think what was normal to us just 5 months ago has become a foreign way of life to us now. Our senior year was cut way too short, and my heart goes out to many of us who felt robbed of the most precious memories of our lives. Although this was never how we envisioned graduation, I am so thankful we get to still celebrate everything we have worked so hard to accomplish. I have asked myself many times during this season, why us? Why the class of 2020? Why now? I've come to realize that no other class would have the ability to navigate this storm like we have. We entered the world in the year of the 9/11. We lost a great friend our 8th grade year and another friend just a month ago, who we carry in our hearts each and every day. We are now graduating during a worldwide pandemic. Our class is unlike any other. We are strong, compassionate, kind, and courageous. We value and respect one another. God's timing may not be what we prefer, but there is a purpose in His plan, and we are a significant part of it. 2020 is considered perfect vision, and as one of my friends told me, maybe God is using 2020 to clearly show us that He is our ultimate provider and He is in control. It is because of the disappointments and frustration that we are able to grow and refine our character to become a better person, leader, and friend. I believe the legacy of the class of 2020 will be the way we have persevered through adversity the last semester of our high school career and every year before. I'm inspired by our resilient class who has persisted to adapt in every situation that comes our way. J.K. Rowling once said, "Life is difficult and complicated and beyond anyone's total control, and the humility to know that will enable you to survive its changes." Yes, we would have chosen to finish high school in a way we've always dreamed of, but instead of longing for what we once had, we cherish the memories we do have and truly understand the meaning of never taking anything for granted. Although life will never be the same again, I believe that the wisdom we have gained will be invaluable. We have learned to be present in every moment love one another as Christ loves, stand up for what you believe in, and never lose hope. We have had an incredible 4 years at Robinson and have fulfilled numerous of achievements. I was able to reach out to my fellow graduates and get their insight on the accomplishments we have shared together our last 4 years. We won the state championship football game this past season. The last time this was achieved was in 1980. Volleyball went to state for the first time in 8 years and placed third in conference this year. We have grown the band in both sound and size. The softball team continues to grow stronger every year and is building upon the leadership example of our senior ladies. In our freshman year, the third year of the Robinson soccer program, we went to the soccer state championship. We were so looking forward to returning to that very game this year, but our promising senior season was cut short just after 4 games. We have doubled our choir and worked hard to achieve the highest award given at the annual assessment. We were indoor state track champs our freshman year as well and have won conference every year we have been here. We were Quiz Bowl state competitors. The baseball program won the Arkansas Select Tournament this past March and competed in the state tournament our junior year, a feat that had not been accomplished in 20 years. Their dreams for this season were unrealized as well. We led Beta Club to victory 2 times while also qualifying nationally. The men's soccer team fought hard in the state tournament for the first time our junior year. Both of our basketball teams made regionals during our time at Robinson. We pioneered the National English Honor Society, and our now competitive cheer program continues to strengthen each year. We should be so proud of how far we have come. We have had a challenging yet rewarding high school career. It hasn't always been smooth sailing, but it was well worth the ride, and I wouldn't have wanted to experience it with anyone other than this class. Something I want to leave everyone with are these questions. What have you learned about yourself in this season, and what have you learned about God during this time? I know for me, I have learned to be quick to listen and slow to speak. I have learned to have hope amidst the confusion and the unknown, and that our God is greater than any disease or virus. Our senior year was one of growth through overcoming adversity, uniting in community, and loving at all times. The Robinson community has created an atmosphere where students and teachers from very diverse backgrounds can come together and become a family. We have built lifelong friendships and memories that will be cherished forever. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for each of us, and I'm grateful for the time we have all spent together. Here's to what's next. Congratulations, class of 2020. Have a great day, and go Senators.
Brittany Absher, Sierra Adams, Derrick Alexander, Hannah Allen, Seth Allen, Olumide Amole, XAVIER Atkins, Anna Barnes, Jonathan Blackman, Ashanti Box, Caitlin Boyle, Hannah Bryant, Jonathan Campos, Evan Shiro, Nicholas Chia, Scarlett Clements, Colin Coates, Sarah Coney, Emma Connor, Tyler Corbett, Eric Colton, Edward Curry, Maggie Davis, Nakaya Davis, Nania Denham, Malcolm Dennis, TREYLON DERRICK, Kylie Dotson, Trenton Dosette, Ethan Drew, Alicia Drulette, Selena Ferry, Tori Fields, Jessica Floyd, Mackenzie Frederick, Carson Freeman, Schaefer Gadberry, Isaiah Garcia, Jana George, Kaylee Gill, Kyle Gill, Gavin Glasgow, Gerald Glidewell, Kaya Gray, Samantha Grope, Vivia Guy, Lydia Hall, Prentice Hall, Shayla Hall, Desiree Harper, Nariah Harper, James Harris, James Harrison, Tyron Harrison, Leonard Hernandez, Cheyenne Hilburn, Skadasia Hines, Sade Holden, Maya Holland Moore, Judge Hoof, Blair Hopper, Charles Hoyle, Cameron Hunter, Cherish Irabushi, Dylan Ivy, Ronald Jackson, Emerson Jasper, Gage Johnson, Sebastian Johnson, Ashley Jones, Gerald Jones, Stephen Jones, Bria Kelly, Brianna Kentel, Jeremisha King Hayes, Dylan Kimball, Cooper Kinsler, Nicolette Kovacs,
Cameron Lacey, Han Lee, Dasani Lewis, Dylan Lindsay, Casey Malott, Brady McCall, Isabella McCormick, Kayla McEwen, Kyra McElvey, Leah McGann, Selena McGeechee, Chandler McIntosh, Keith Merriweather, Alyssa Miller, Isabella Miller, Deontay Moody, Afnan Mostafa, Justin Nelson, Gavin Nicholson, Riley Noel, Josie Nordrum, Drew Nosler, Hannah Nuring, Martell Nunley, Gustavo Pachenko, Khalil Parker, Austin Pechtel, Kayla Pierce, Blaze Poole, Caleb Free, Gabriel Prentice, Muhammad Quadam, Najee Quadam, Jonathan Quijano Corona, Edgar Roberts, Brendan Rodriguez, Mallory Rodriguez, Oliver Rowling, Truth Russ, Lance Seegers, Anjanae Settlers, Danielle Shoemaker, Kristen Sims, Carson Smith, Michael Stalco, Sienna Stokes, Nicola Summers, Tyler Taylor, Tyler Terrell, Christopher Thornton, Michael Thuston, Janiyah Toombs, John Towers, Madison Tyler, Willard Vincent, Austin White, Grace White, Zachary White, Sydney Wilcoxon, Ayana Williams, Mallory Williams, Paulisha Williams, Julie Williamson, Mitchell Willis, Lane Wilson, Elizabeth Withrow, Elizabeth Woodson, Derrick Wright,
A message from Principal Mary Carolyn Bailey. To the Robinson High School graduating class of 2020, you will have a lasting impact on the culture and climate of our school. Although your senior year ended like no other, you are a very special and unique class. Your courage and giving spirit will forever shape our school. You are a class that has truly a heart for giving back to the community. Many of our students are going on to top schools on academic and sports scholarships, as well as enlisting to serve our country. The class of 2020, you have left your mark on Robinson, and we look forward to seeing the positive impact you will have on our world. As you begin a new journey in your life, always remember the positive influence you made on Robinson High School. Through your leadership and community service, your legacy will continue to shine for future generations. Wishing you absolute joy and happiness as you begin a beautiful new chapter in your life. Sincerely, Mrs. Carolyn Bailey, Principal for the Class of 2020.